Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-14-2. It's the Tier 8 Soviet SPG and it's located on the south spawn of Steps. And the commander of this vehicle is General Disturbance. Yes, it's another of my replays for you. And this time I'm in the school bus, and as you can see, I've got the 203mm howitzer. So I'm going to have a bit of fun in this battle. And, well, what can I tell you about the school bus? Built on the chassis of the SU-14-1, it was actually saw service during the Second World War from Moscow, firing on the Germans, and it was actually located near the tank museum. And there is one actually in Moscow in the tank museum right now. So if you want to go and look at it, you can see how big this monster is. Now I'm moving into a firing position on the far east side of the battlefield. I found that this actually does help when it comes to the medium tanks trying to attack down the east side. It can stem their flow and really slow them down if they keep getting hit by 203mm shells. And I'm into my position, and there are explosions in the distance. Okay. Right. Looking for a target. There is a Spic and a Cromwell out there. They have been spotted. And there's the Spic. Or SP1C, I should say. Round out on him. Oh, and he's gone. 693 hit points, one shot. It must have hit the side of him. So that's a Padlin, you might say. Okay. I've got an ISU-152, and he's in the enemy cap area, but I've got a long time to wait. It's 35.5 seconds on the reload, and that's using premium consumables, a rammer, and a gun laying drive. So I've got a long time to wait, but I'm almost loaded and almost ready to go. And I lose sight of the ISU-152, so I'm going to have to pick a different target. And what have I got? I've got an AT-7. That's a Tier 7 British tank destroyer. And he's over on the other side of the battlefield, and I'm dialed in. Rounds out. Direct hit on his engine bay. And I also do 150 hit points of damage to the KV-85 behind him. Huge footprint to this shell. Really massive. If you can hit one target and another tank's nearby, you will do a lot of damage. And the KV-85's gone down, and I picked up the stun assist for that. The Tiger 1 is trying to hide behind that rock, and I'm almost loaded. Now I've abandoned the Tiger 1, and I'm looking now to try and get that Lurver, but we've lost sight of him temporarily. I'm fully dialed in, and I'm loaded. And that was a shell from the other Arty. Rounds out on the Lurver. Direct hit into his side. 362 hit points. 16 seconds of stun. That's going to cramp him. And it looks like I'm picking up stun assist, because that's 143 hit points of stun assist damage on the Lurver. It's tracked him. It's holding him in place. And another shot that's holding him in place. Now, I'm almost reloaded, so if he stays there for any length of time, and somebody's damaged the track again, so I'm going to get another shot. Rounds out again. And another direct hit. 100 hit points this time. It actually hit the front of the vehicle. If it hit the rear, I probably would have done more damage, but that Lurver's having to pull back. He's getting repeatedly hit by Arty, and I don't think he can stay around for very much longer without actually being completely wiped out. The Tiger 1's appearing, but no, that Lurver's turning very, very slowly. Now we're adjusting the aim. We're going to go after the Tiger 1. We are still loading, even though the mods say that we're okay to shoot. Okay, we completed the loading. But there's the Lurver. He's popping up again. Now that's a big mistake. I fire the round in, and I get 208 hit points of splash. This time it landed right in front of him, but the Lurver goes down, so we've picked up all of the rest of the cap points and stun assist. The Tiger 1 was still located there. There he is. He's pulled back a bit to shoot. He's trying to side scrape around the rock. And he's presenting the wrong angle there. And I'm almost loaded. If I can land the shell on his engine deck, that will do him no good whatsoever. Rounds out straight away. Oh, he pulls back at the right moment, but I still do 171 hit points of splash on him. And I'm turning my attention to the east side again. Now, the thing is that originally I think that hit on the SP-1C did deter the enemy coming down this side. But those that did come down did get wiped out. Now, we've got a KV-3 there, and I've lost sight of him. There's also a Cromwell. He is in sight, but I can't hit him. He's in defilade on the hill. I'm looking for that KV-3. I'm hoping the T28 HTC is going to spot him. Oh, we've got a different customer. We've got an AMX 12-ton now. And he's been hit. Now, can I get a near miss on him? That's it. Oh, look at that. 367 hit points. And he's taken out immediately afterwards by the T-3485M. And so I pick up the stun assist there. You only need to get a splash with those little light tanks because they've got very light armor. And that Type 64 didn't last very long. There's only 4 enemy left. The SU-14-2, and there's the KV-3. It's been spotted. I'm only a few seconds away from shooting. I'm dialing in on the KV-3. I'm going to go for him. It's got 2 opponents chasing him or going after him. Rounds out. Direct hit. 430 hit points. He's killed immediately afterwards. And I've picked up the rest of the stun assist. Now there's only 3 enemy remaining. 2 enemy remaining. The Cromwell's just gone down. And I think they're over on the... Yes, they're on the east side. The ISU is running for the water. He's trying to get away. He's trying to get into cover. I'm dialed in. I'm just waiting for the reload to complete. And there's the GW Panther, the enemy Arty. So they're trying to huddle together for support. And it's not going to help them. No, I'm loaded. Rounds out. Shell goes in. And oh, I do a huge amount of damage to the GW Panther. But I did damage the LTG as well at the same time with Splash. And stunned him. But the game is over. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's a first class tanker for general disturbance in the SU-14-2. I also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 15, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle overall, and a Confederate because I hit more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other team members. And you could see that it was a win rate of 3822 during that battle. So let's have a look at team scores. Well, highest on the table on damage, 3,237 hit points. The next highest scorer was RM44, and he was doing a very good job of tracking that lurver and keeping him in place whilst I actually did huge amounts of damage to him. And of course, the M44 was picking up the stun assist, because every time I hit him, I was stunning him, and then the M44 was hitting him and tracking him, and then I was hitting him back again. So the M44 did pick up, let's have a look, 188 stun and 134 damage assist. So that was very grateful for the support from Sirius Hun. So let's have a look at kills. Well, I didn't get the highest number of kills. That went to the T-3485M, and he's the one who picked up that AMX 12-ton, who I splashed. He managed to pick up 4 kills. The T28 HTC managed to get 3. The LTG got 2. So did the Tiger P. And I only managed to get 1 kill in the end, but it was very worthwhile, that battle. And when it came to base XP, I was right at the top of the table. 1,068 base experience points. Next highest scorer was the LTG with 817. Then the Crusader with 788. And he did assist me during that battle as well. He managed to get 1,375 hit points of stun assistance because he was helping with the lurver as well. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, I only fired 9 rounds of 203mm ammunition. I got 5 direct hits, 5 penetrations, 6 splash. Damage of 3,237 hit points, of which 2,870 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the AMX 12-ton was very close to me when I took him out, but I was very grateful to take him out because otherwise I was next. I managed to... I did actually damage one of my own teammates at the end of the battle. I actually did 73 hit points of damage to that tank that was actually next to the GW Panther. But I have paid the fine for that. I also damaged 8 of the enemy and killed 1, and that gave me the 7 difference, the ratio, to get the Confederate medal. I also did damage assistance of 565 hit points and stun assistance of 902 hit points off 9 stuns. On the premium account, I earned 52,710 credits. I got a personal reserves bonus running at the same time for 26,355, and after paying my fine, which was 1,448, so is that 49 credits, I was actually left with 77,616 credits, and after paying for the ammunition, which is rather expensive, I still had 60,426 credits left over. I actually received 22 bonds during that battle, and I think 2 of those bonds were for the High Calibre and the Confederate, and the other 20 was for completing a mission. I earned 1,602 XP, times 4 for the first victory of the day, and a personal reserves bonus going for 50% at the same time, 801, giving me a grand total of 7,209 experience points from just one battle. Yes, I did get the High Calibre, although I did team damage right at the end on the final shot. But I think actually Wargaming may have made changes, because I've seen other tanks doing team damage but still picking up the High Calibre at the end. So maybe they are recognizing that if somebody does score a lot of damage on the enemy, they should still pick up the High Calibre, even if they do actually have to damage one of their own teammates in order to get at the enemy. And I've seen that in a few other replays recently. So if you enjoyed this replay, and this replay is our 2,499th replay turned into video, if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.